A Middletown native is accused of killing his mother during a fishing trip the two took back in 2016. Nathan Carmen was indicted on murder and insurance fraud charges yesterday in Vermont.
Let's bring in Channel 3 Eyewitness reporter Roger Suzanne. He's in the studio now and been on this story all morning. Roger, it sounds like more charges could be coming.
Well, that is exactly right. Good morning to you. Good morning, Nicole. Good morning, everybody watching at home. Federal investigators now also believe that Nathan Carmen murdered his grandfather back in 2013. Now, he has not been charged in that case, but he is accused of killing two of his relatives for insurance money.
I would just like to thank the public for their prayers and for their concern for both my mother and for myself.
That was Nathan Carmen's message after he was rescued on a raft at sea in 2016 during a fishing trip with his mother. His mom, Linda Carmen's body was never found. A month later, Nathan even hosted a memorial service for her.
I think the service was a good time for us to come together and support one another.
But now, federal investigators say Nathan Carmen actually murdered his mother by intentionally sinking their boat. In an 8-count indictment, he's also charged with insurance fraud and accused of killing his grandfather, John Chikalos, while he was sleeping in his Windsor home in 2013.
The interesting thing in this particular case is that the murder of the grandfather was mentioned, and it was mentioned with the indictment, and it was mentioned prominently.
The indictment also says Carmen got rid of his hard drive and lied to investigators, then collected more than $500,000 after his death. Legal expert Ryan McGuigan says his alleged motive is clear: greed.
If and when this gentleman killed his grandfather, he may have done so for the benefit of himself, thinking that he was going to be the beneficiary of a large inheritance.
And McGuigan says the reason Carmen has not been charged with murdering his grandfather, at least not yet, is because of jurisdiction issues, but it could happen soon. We'll have to wait and see. In the meantime, though, Carmen will appear in federal court this afternoon in Vermont. We'll have a crew there, and we'll have complete coverage, of course, of this completely shocking case throughout the day. Live in the studio, Roger Suzanne in Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
All right, thanks, Roger.